Okay, we're recording. So, I guess the first thing that we're going to talk about is, I guess the events for the month. So I need my planner. So, is anyone getting anything from our online parties? Does anyone get anything from that? Yes, no. Kaylee, do you get anything from that? Because I just feel like if everyone's not inviting people, and if we're not getting anything from it, I don't want us to like waste our time when we could be doing something else. You know what I mean?
The only thing I usually get from it is the same potentials I normally talk to. I would have said that a second ago, but there was a cop passing by, so I couldn't look down at my phone.
Right. Okay, so if we decide to do like an online party later, we can, but I just feel like it's kind of just like extra work, and I don't know. I just feel like we could be doing something else. But one thing I do want to do this month is we're going to do an opportunity event, but we're going to do it a little differently. It's going to be like I told y'all last month, we were going to do it, but last month was a little crazy, so I don't know, we didn't really make time to do it. So this month I want to do it for sure, but it's more or less, we call it pre-training. So these people are thinking they're going to get like all this training before they join us, and it's just going to be like the basics of how you join, what you do, stuff like that. But like Jade's team's been doing it, and it's been super, super successful. So it's basically just getting all your people on a three-way, basically, like, and we do the work. So we're gonna do that. I need to figure out the date for that, so it'll probably be in a week or two. But the other thing we wanted to talk about is you all pushing, like everybody pushing weight loss, hair, skin, and nails, stuff like that right now, because summer is coming, and that's what's really popular. You know, I did the video the other day. You know, that's not it. I did a video the other day just in Team Inspire about how I was getting a ton of like likes and messages and stuff from posting weight loss stuff, because summer is like right around the corner and it's spring and people are just now realizing, and they're just now like, you know, either getting the money together or wanting to lose weight, or now it's kind of like I have to, like they procrastinated all this time and now they have to get themselves together. So we definitely need to be pushing that. So anything like greens, cleanse, there's tons of posts in Team Inspire that I posted. There's weight loss posts. Everything that I've been posting, y'all know you can take it. But like just last week, the end of the month, I was pushing for orders for everybody, and I was posting like constantly about cleanse and weight loss and stuff like that, and I got tons and tons of new potentials, and even just old potentials blowing me up. So that's super, super huge right now. And hair, skin, and nails. You know, you have my results, Kiana's results, Kaylee's results, all that, because people are going to want to grow their hair out too. So you can start posting about growing your hair out for summer. Weddings are in the summer and the fall, so people will be wanting to grow their hair out for that too. So just making sure that we're posting those things and running with those things that's what our team's going to do too. So they're going to follow you all. Another thing with that is we need to be pushing this now, every day, every week, because like the last month was huge. Like our enrollments were way up. March has been our biggest month, period. And I can say that even when like the biggest months that I ever had was back when I went double and stuff, and it was more than then. So that's how much momentum and that's how many enrollments we have going on right now. So we have to run with this. So this month is going to be even better. It's going to be even more. And the thing is, not necessarily that January and February were slow, but our momentum is just now really, really picking up. So we're going to work with this through the summertime. So it's going to be, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Summer is going to be crazy. And then into the winter. So we don't focus on seasons and calling it this and calling it that. We just work. We have momentum, and this year is going to be crucial. So posting now and pushing now like it's the end of the month is going to be the biggest thing. If you're pushing for a promotion, like if it's Erica, she's pushing for more distributors for her promotion, so she needs to be running for that. If it's Chelsea, you know, you need a couple more distributors for your promotion. Like everybody needs to be pushing now, because you want to get those people in. We want to get those people in now. Like the first 2 weeks should be your deadline for distributors, so you have the last 2 weeks to get the volume in, because it's going to be huge. Let me think if I wanted to add anything to that. No, maybe not. We're going to talk a little bit about everybody's goals at the end, but I'll just go ahead and keep going. So for your new people, make sure that you're having them screenshot convos, like screenshot their conversations, anything, if they're struggling with or anything, even all their conversations, have them screenshot it and send them to you. Or if if you're new or whatever and you don't know what to say, then have them send them to us so that we can have everybody, like you don't want everybody word vomiting and not knowing how to talk to people and stuff like that. You want to know if that's the issue so we can fix it. What? So that was one thing. Reach out to your non-workers. So anybody that's had non-workers in the past, reach out to them. That's what we did this time last year, and it really, really helped. We'll give you all some messages to send, but just something to say. I know life happened. I know you tried this before, but now is whatever, and quit. Now is the time to jump back in. I can help you with this. You can run for this bonus, whatever. So just reach out to your non-workers. Reach out to everyone and see if they want to try again, or see if it was something that didn't have anything to do with the business. It could have just been life. Making sure you're doing your follow-ups. Follow-ups are huge. Just like I was at Kiana's yesterday and she was finishing her Facebook follow-ups and her Instagram follow-ups, and she was getting blown up. But a simple 30 minutes to an hour sitting down and just messaging all your people is going to be worth it. Whether they order today or next week, you want them in this month. So follow-ups are freaking huge. If you're not following up with people, somebody else will. That's the biggest thing. If you're not following up with people, they're going to get a cold message from somebody, and they're going to end up signing with them because that person's going to end up following up with them. So another thing is, if you're cold messaging, make sure you keep doing so and keep sharing with your team. It's been really, really huge. I know some people don't want to do it, and that's fine. But if you go about it differently, it's not like you're cold messaging someone. Like when you're sitting there complimenting people, like I have people, when I message them and I'm complimenting them, they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I would love to help. Like, they don't even know what I'm talking about, but because I complimented them, they're going for it and they're going to have a conversation with me. And that's building the friendship. So, I don't know, if you have any kind of negative mindset against it, just try to change that and try it. All you can do is try it. And when you start seeing all these responses, you're going to love it. That's what I started with. I used to hate it. And I thought, okay, I'm not doing this. People are going to be rude. No, I probably had maybe 3 people be rude to me, period, ever. So, it's worth it. It's changed my potentials. It's added people to my list. It's just been crazy. I've had people buy on the spot when I've messaged them.
I'm on.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to add to what Krista just said about pushing like the first couple weeks of the month for your distributors and then the last couple weeks of the month for your volume. Make sure that you're sharing your story. So that's a big thing we had on our list today, is to make sure that these first couple of weeks you're sharing your story every single day. If you need help with it, Chris is really good at that. But basically what we do is we have our story, like 7 different versions, 5 to 7 different versions of our story that are saved in our notes that we can just copy and paste pretty much the same thing every week. So on Mondays, you don't have to have a set day to post like a set story, but I made a video about sharing your story and to inspire and kind of how you do the past, present, future. So like one can be about how, you couldn't pay your, like for me, like I had to get emergency CAC assistance for my utilities. And then another one is about how like I buy my own school pictures with Rap Cash, and I wasn't able to get school pictures and yearbooks whenever I was younger. And then another one is about like how the kids like not being in daycare, like Mayana had to be in daycare, but Amani doesn't have to be in daycare and never will have to be in daycare. So all those, like, don't put your whole story in one post. Break it up to, these different things in your life, whether it's like I said, needing government assistance, not wanting to put your kids in daycare, almost getting evicted, not having a car for so long and now you're saving up for a car, like whatever it is. Break up all of your struggles from your past, or even the ones that you're currently going through, and make them each a separate post. So that's what I've noticed has been helping me, because I'm going to relate to different people, and then people that are actually watching every one of my posts, they're going to see like, oh, she's normal. She you know, has struggled just like I have. She's been on government assistance just like I have. She, you know, almost had her lights shut off just like I have. So I think that's one of the main things. And then one of the last tips that I have is to just make sure that you're staying fueled. When things are busy and booming, you have to stay fueled. I know I do. Like when I'm super, super busy, I get frustrated, even though it's positive. Hang on. Even though it's positive, you know, even though like I'm booming and I'm signing customers, it still gets overwhelming sometimes, you know, when every time you check your phone, you have 10 messages on there and you're trying to like clean house or go to work or whatever, you know, your situation is. So staying fueled with watching other people's stories and doing personal development. I've never been big on personal development until these last few months. That's what's been the biggest difference in my business too, and my enrollments, is that I'm watching trainings every single day. It's on my to-do list. So every single day before I go to bed, I have to check my to-do list. And if I didn't watch a video, I'm staying up until I watch a video. If it's 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it is. If it's talking to one of us and just getting yourself pumped up, because I have to do that with Krista all the time. I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't signed anybody this week. Like, what's going on? And she's like, no, we're booming, you know. It's going to be amazing. You're going double this month. Like, no matter what it is, just make sure you're staying fueled every day. Even if you feel confident and positive today, watch a video anyway, because it's not going to do anything but fuel you and like motivate you and inspire you and pump you up even more. So like I said, even on like my really, really good days where I don't feel like I have any issues, I still watch a video. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, go watch this video. Like, is it just like pump me up even more? It makes me want to do more than what's just on my to-do list. It makes me want to do extra stuff. So I think that's the last thing that I had though, Krista.
Yeah, it's pretty much all on there. No, I can't get you over here. Come here. Hold on. Come over here. The only other thing we were going to share about was Tribe Tuesdays. Like tomorrow is going to be with Kiana and Kaylee about all those enrollments that they had. And then we're just going to keep going every Tuesday. I want you all to tell us if you want something covered or if you want to be interviewed. I know I've asked like Erica to be on one day. So we're just going to keep
mean today?
Is that today, Tuesday?
You said tomorrow, yeah.
Today, tonight.
Work from home problems.
For real.
Right.
I'm the worst about that. Just like last Tuesday, Kiana takes 10 o'clock talking about Top Tuesday. Dude, 10 o'clock. But I guess that was the main things, and we wanted to talk to everybody about their goals and stuff. So everyone knows what they're going for. Like, you need to know how many distributors you need. You need to know how many customers you need under your distributors. And I want you all to do one-on-ones with me if you can, whether it's Zoom, on the phone, in person, whatever. I'm home all week during the day if you all want to come over. If you're not local, like I said, you can call it. Well, everyone on here is local. So the main thing is just being ahead of the game this month, not waiting until the last week of the month to be pushing. Like, we need to be posting and pushing all month long. So that's pretty much it. I mean, if you all want to talk about your goals, like Kaylee, how many do you need for your emerald and your Buxton emerald? How many do you need for your diamond?
10.
Okay. Tiffany, you need what, 5 for emerald? How many for diamond?
My charts in there, I need 5 for emerald. A girl was signed yesterday, she backed out, and I have one Thursday supposed to sign.
I don't know, Chelsea needs 2 for Ruby.
Yeah.
So I know that y'all know I usually don't talk about my goals or say I need y'all to do this so I can do that. But I am like, I didn't know until yesterday, which I knew I needed a few more people for triple and stuff, but like it's super close, y'all, and I'm pushing. Like, I know that I can pull it off this month, but it requires you all as well. So we're all gonna work together. No, dang dog just jumped on my bed, and he's not supposed to be up there. But I'm pushing super hard for triple this month, and with all of us working together, like, you know, Tiffany going emerald and diamond, Kaylee going emerald and diamond, like all these are going to help each other. So I'll get him in a minute. He's okay. But I just want everyone to work together, and I wanted to go over a little bit, like, some of you all are new or some of you all have never promoted before. So I want to, I guess for me and Kiana and Nicole to talk about what you do during the month. Like if you all want to do group messages, like I know me, Kiana, and Nicole and Tiffany are in a group message, and we're constantly talking about, okay, this is what Tiffany needs. This is what Tiffany needs. So like just knowing and checking in with each other. That's the biggest thing is, if you're Kaylee's Ruby, you need to constantly be talking about what you need for your Ruby, for Kaylee's Emerald, for, whatever. Like constantly staying in contact with each other is the biggest thing. Do you want to add something to that?
No, I just kind of, since Melissa's not on here, I just kind of wanted to speak for her a little bit. She, had her baby last fall and stuff and started school in time and all that. And she, last month, she just kind of, at the beginning of the month, she just decided she was going to run and she was going to go for it. And she put her goals out there that she needed X amount of distributors and X amount of customers. And she got them. And her new people are running. And, like, the reason that her new people are so successful is because she's having them screenshot the conversation that they are having until they get the point that, oh, these conversations are the same. So she signed the most distributors that she's ever signed in a month. I think she signed like 8, 9, something like that. I only signed 4 last month. She really, like, some of you all don't realize that when you sit down to work that last week and a half of the month, what you get, if you did that all month, you could be diamond. And that's all of our problems. That's my problem. That's Chris's problem. That's all of our problems. Like, we don't, kind of go in like a roller coaster. Like, we'll be super pumped for 2 days, signing people, and then like 2 days off, I mean, not that we're off, but we're not doing as much. We forget to post. We don't follow up that day. We don't that day. So just keeping them steady. Like she said, don't wait until the end of the month, but do what you did like the last 2 weeks. These past 2 weeks, do what you did then every single day, starting next. Don't wait until after the 15th or wait until auto ships run. Work every day like it's the last day of the month, and you will hit diamond this month. Like, I don't care what anybody says. She got herself boxed in diamond 1 month. She was working, and she had her new people working, and they were signing up distributors and customers also. So she's like 1 from diamond, whereas she was like, I think 8 or 9 from diamond a month. And it all happened between like the 9th and like the 29th. So it wasn't even like the whole month. Like, it just all exploded at once because she sat down and made the decision that she was going to work her business every day like it was the last day of the month. So I just watched it happen with her. I watched it happen with myself when I sit down and really, really work. I may not see anything in the first like 3 days of the week, but by the end of the week, I have like 5 people enrolling at the same time, So I think that's just really important to keep our momentum up throughout the week and throughout the month.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, with cold messaging or whatever you're doing, the more people you talk to every single day, the more people you can pull a favor card with at the end of the month. When you're pushing for diamond and above and stuff like that, or even just ruby sometimes, you want to hit it so bad that you're going to reach out to anybody and ask for favors. So you can ask them to order a freaking Fat Fighter. Just anything that you can do. But hold on, we got 10 minutes. But anything that you can do to reach out to people and ask them to do a favor for you, help you with this, order one product. But you can't do that to a ton of people if you haven't talked to a ton of people. So you have to be constantly talking to people every day. Cold messaging now, or following up so that it doesn't seem random. Just doing what you have to do every single day is what's going to get there. All these people, all these posts that you're going to do, all these people are going to be coming to you so you can follow up with them at the end of the month. So it's really, really big. Just like when Melissa decided she was going to do that, she did it. So it's a mindset thing too. So if you're constantly telling yourself, just like Tiffany, all of a sudden she had signed her people, boxed herself in for, almost emerald, and she just did it. So that's really, and Kaylee's the same way. Freaking Kaylee and Kiana say they want to sign however many customers, and they just do it, but it's whatever. But like all those enrollments they did last month, it's not because they woke up one day and said, well, I guess I'll work today. No, they're disciplined. They work every day. They post, they follow up, they do everything that they're supposed to be doing. They're pumped. They're not just dragging every single day. Have they had hard times? Yeah, they've both been, they've struggled. Kaylee's been sick. I mean, they have 2 kids. Both of them had 2 kids. But they just do it. I mean, that's all you can do. I mean, it's like a job. If you treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. If you can work the business when you want, but it has to be consistent. Like if you only work it for an hour every day, you need to be pushing that hour. So that's the only way it's going to pay off. You can't just wake up every day and say, okay, I think I'll do this today, and then I don't know, maybe I'll do that later. Like, no, you have to know what you need to do. If you know you need Ruby, then you know you need to be pushing for distributors. So, like, that's the biggest thing, just knowing what you need to do. And you need to have a support group, too. If you're pushing for something, contact us, and we can push you. We can stay on you. So,
let me add to that real quick, Krista, because I want to talk about this on the Tribe Tuesday also with Kaylee. Back in October, and I know some of y'all weren't even in then or may have missed this, but I have made this video just kind of getting in, all in everybody. Like, and I told everybody, look, I'm about to go hard. You can do this with me, or you can sit and watch. And Kaylee is one of the few who took my advice and ran, and that's why we're signing people right now. It's not really because of, it's our daily actions now, but it's that we were doing these daily things back in October, November, December, and January. So keep in mind that whether you sign what you need to sign this month, next month, whether you promote this month, next month, whatever, that everything that you're doing right now is setting you up for June, July, August, September, Christmas time. Like, keep in mind that, like I said, even if you don't reach your goal, you're going to reach it around that time. You know what I mean? So, like, everything that me and Kaylee are doing is because she, not to say this in a bad way, but like, she listened. You know what I mean? She's one of the few people that listened and was like, yep, I'm about to do that. And now that's why, like, me and Kaylee are like how me and Krista are. Like, I always, whatever Krista used to do, I used to want to, like, beat her or match her, like a friendly competition. And so that's why, like, that's a good thing to have, though. But you can't say that, you want to beat Kaylee's enrollments from last month if you're not putting in the work that Kaylee was putting in last month, this month, next month, to beat her enrollments in, June. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's all like a ripple effect from what you did last month is going to actually determine what your paycheck is in May and June. What you do this month is going to determine, like, July and August. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big, big, big part of it. And I want to go over that tonight on Tribe Tuesday also. But just make sure that you're not just taking into account, say the end of the month comes and for some reason you've not signed any distributors or you've not signed any customers, but you signed a couple distributors, vice versa, whatever. Just know that those seeds that you're planting right now are going to harvest in the next 3 months, next 6 months. So think about where you want to be by Christmas time, and if you are trying to be a diamond, double, triple presidential by Christmas time, you need to work like that now. You need to do those now. You need to not take days off now. Do you think presidential diamonds get to take a day off? No. If it's not them enrolling people, it's them helping their team enrolling people. And Prez is like, what, 100? So if you're not mentally prepared for that now, how can you expect that to be your goal? And it's the same for even, Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond. Like, if you're not ready to help your team and be, in constant contact with them on a regular basis, you can't expect for God to bless you with that because you're not ready for it. So just get mentally prepared this month. Make sure you're doing, like I said, your personal development, watching training videos. Jade Hooper has been just all in everything the past couple weeks, like just all in my soul. Like, just all her videos have just been crazy, like speaking life into me and stuff. So just find somebody and, like, click with them, relate with them and attach to them and what they're talking about, like in their videos and stuff like that, even if it's not It Works related. And that's going to help fuel you and give you the mindset that you need to accept your blessings.
Yep. So you have to decide now if you're going to do something. You can't wait until 2 weeks from now and say, okay, I'm going diamond. Like, you have to be doing the work now. We got 4 minutes left. Does anybody want to ask any questions or add anything? Kaylee, you want to add anything? Nicole, you want to add anything?
Just that I'm going to beat Kiana's enrollments this month.
Y'all kill me. Kiana was like, I don't think Haley knew I passed her up by 2. So, no, can't nobody beat me. I was like, whatever, dude.
I didn't know she passed me up by 2 until you posted it. And then I was like, okay, I have to pass her up now.
And that's good, though. Like, that's what always killed me. Like, with the Instagram stuff, Krista always had, like, double the followers than me. So it made me work every day to pass her up. And then whenever I passed her up, Risha passed us both up. So I was like, now I got to pass Risha up. Like, what the hell? So then I'm working like super, super, super hard. I mean, and it's for me, but it's good to have that goal. I mean, we all want our goal to be, 1,000 customers and like 50 distributors, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, being competitive is good.
goal. You know what I mean? I like to have an attainable goal. Like, okay, Kaylee signed 16 LCs. My goal is 17. That's more attainable. If somebody asks me how many loyal customers I want to sign up, I want to sign up all of them, all the customers. You know what I mean? So to have that like reachable, like attainable goal by not competing with someone else, but by, looking at them for inspiration and letting them lead you from the front and stuff like that. Just pulling Kaylee aside, she doesn't mind, and being like, this is what I did. And I mean, that's part of our Tribe Tuesday Zoom, but you get what I'm saying. If you need a bunch of distributors and you seen Melissa enrolling a bunch of distributors, just be like, hey, are you doing anything different than what we've been doing? Because I need distributors really, really bad. And seeing what she has to say, like, we're all a team and we're all in this together to kind of share with one another, help one another, and, stuff like, hey, can you stop? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Y'all, anybody want a 2-year-old?
I already got one.
What's she doing?
Say hi, Krista.
What's she doing?
They're about to eat.
Can't believe y'all are going to Mexican without us. It's whatever.
Well, Risha stood me up.
Jalen said they're going to Mexican without us.
Let me get out of here.
All right, y'all. Let me stop the recording.